Assalamualaikum and hi to Miss Nozwani binti Mamat. My name is Muhammad Amir Hazib bin Rosli. I'm from BA 25058A. My metric number is 2018-200-546. My group assignment with Muhammad Fuad bin Uthman, Nur Aisyah binti Uthman, and Anik Faik Akwa bin Ahmad Nordin. My group assignment made a report about the Asus company. First and all, for the introduction, I will explain about the Asus company background. The Asus was established in 1989, make it one of the world's best motherboard and high-quality personal computer, monitor, graphic card, router, and other technology solution. It was founded by Mr. T.H. Tung Tet Hus Win Heis and M.T. Liao, as the four engineers has shared the same ideas and dreams to create such company. The Asus chairman was Johnny Shi. The name itself was taken by word Pegasus, which a mythical from the Greece. Then the Asus, it was shortened to Asus as the company development. The Asus successful is Asus has success to create the cache 386/33 and is a 486/25, which is two personal computer motherboard in just 8 months. In 1995, Asus became world leading motherboard maker. The company then launched their first Asus dual socket. The Asus also has already established themselves as one of the best world multinational company. So for the step 1, which is Asus Vision, mission and the objective. First, the Asus Vision is to be an integrated 3C solution provider including computer, communication, and consumer electronics that constantly delivers innovation which can simplify its customer life as well as enable customers to realize their true potential. Second, for the mission, to accomplish the fundamental well first before moving forward. The objective of the Asus is to ensure that their product is based on green product, supply chain management, sustainable operation, and social involvement. For the Asus strategy, the Asus are mainly focused on technologies products such as PC, laptop, tablet, and even smartphone from their previously product which is manufactured motherboards. For the second step is the Asus new vision, new mission, and new objective. For the new vision, the Asus become a pioneer on innovating technologies that can provide the customer need to deliver their expression on their potential. Second, for the new mission of the Asus is to maintain their quality product of innovation which can always support their customer full potential. And the last is new objective for the Asus is to maintain technological leadership, pursue time to market leadership, and ensure most reliability and compatibility. The next step is Asus external opportunity entry. For the Asus opportunity is growth. Second is Chromebooks. Third is growth in disposable incomes in emerging nations. The penetration of the internet has increased and so has disposable incomes. For the fourth opportunities is growth in the Internet of Things and cloud computing market access. And last, for the opportunities of the Asus is differentiation and marketing. For the Asus trade, first is decreased demand for PCs, laptops, and notebooks. Global demand for PCs, laptop, and notebook is expected to decline to 2% by 2018. Second trend is the competition. Next three is declining profit margin, and last three for the Asus is the demand for the smartphones.
Assalamualaikum to Ms. Zawani. I am Muhammad Fuad bin Osman. I will present about step 4, which is assess competitive profile matrix. The competitive profile matrix can identify key company rivals. This is the most important process in the construction of the CPM. The most important factors in table are pricing, revenues and profits, and e-commerce, as shown in the weight of 0.15. Asus does well in pricing and e-commerce but scores quite low in revenues and profits. Overall, Asus is quite strong, as indicated by a total weight score of 3.1, right after Huawei 3.4. In step 5, this is external factor evaluation (EFE) metric for Asus. In terms of political, government, legal, cultural, demographic, economic, social, environmental, technological, and competitive knowledge, the EFE matrix helps strategists to review and measure external impact factors. Overall, ASUS earns a total weighted score of 2.85, which means that it is doing very well to take advantage of external possibilities and escape industry and rival challenges. In step 6, I will talk about Asus internal strengths and weaknesses. In Asus strengths, it has strong brand name. Asus has developed a reputation around its brand name and quality. It has been recognized as one of Taiwan's top performing international brands. This implies that, in the eyes of customers, Asus is considered to have integrity and reliability. In the computing industry, this is a very significant benefit. In addition, a strong brand image can improve the retention rate of consumers and generate opportunities for sustainable growth. Asus is well known for its hardware for video games and is enjoying sustainable success. In addition, Asus also has a vertically integrated supply chain that guarantees product consistency and accelerates production times. Finally, Asus focuses heavily on green production and CSR to enhance the reputation of the organization. Asus received a record of 4,326 local and global awards in 2014. It also featured in the World's Most Admired Companies in 2014 by Fortune magazine. Green Aces initiative have helped Asus win multiple awards and in turn the company status, which has led to the powerful brand image that Asus enjoys today. Number 2 is lower rate of labor costs. In regions where labor rates are smaller than in industrial areas, Asus has manufacturing companies. It achieves cost saving in manufacturing activities. This allows Asus to deliver the goods at lower price than its rivals. In 32 countries, Asus also has 50 services sites. Globally, it has more than 400 service partners. They offer the best possible services worldwide through such services, sites, and partners. Number 3 is diversified portfolio of products. Asus also offered a good number of products in the diversified portfolio of products across various brand names on the market. Desktop, printers, cell phones, monitors, projectors, motherboards, graphic cards, tablet computers, workstation, and smartphones under the brand name Zenfone are the main Asus products. This diversified portfolio makes it possible for Asus to gain stabilized market profit. In terms of Asus weaknesses has low revenue. While Asus currently has a strong presence in the industry, its revenue is far lower than that of similar rivals such as IBM, Apple, or Sony. This represents Asus spending strength and investment choice, given that Asus spends considerably less on research and and development than its rivals. In addition, Asus also has poor promotional capabilities, resulting in weaker awareness of the brand. This suggests that meeting the target group is more difficult. And the last one is controversy. In 2016, when it was announced that its software had bugs, Asus dealt with some brand image issues, adversely affecting the security of its hardware and thus putting the privacy of people at risk.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anif Akwa bin Ahmad Nordin. My metric number is 2018401472. Now I'm going to proceed with the step 7, which is Internal Factor Evaluation IFE metric for Asus. Based on the table, it shows that the weighted score is 2.9, which is above the average score. The average score that have been decided is 2.5. So we can conclude that Asus strategies is effective. And now we're going to proceed with the next slide, which is the SWOT metric. So what are the strategies? First is SO strategies, using strengths to capitalize on available opportunities. First is implemented their eco-friendly product to the market, set standard by powering with their server. Second is increase the global internet usage as there would be more need for online customer services. And the WO strategies is to overcome weaknesses to capitalize on opportunities. First is improving the marketing skills with branding and marketing communication. Second is ensuring the Asus leads in the education market will get the younger consumer used to their product. Third is build a broader variety of goods to reach new fields of development and support new clients group. And the ST strategy is to use strength to avoid threat. First is to seek out for partnership with hosting company and collocation of data center around the world. Second is monitor production cost by relying on imports and setting up production facility in countries with lower labor costs. And lastly is WT strategies, is to reduce weakness to avoid threat. First is to start to manufacturing their own PC part. This would lower the cost for supply chain and improve quality of their production and reduce their manufacturing dependency. And second is to create new product, PC, laptop, and notebook with the same quality as Apple and HP. Now, we're going to proceed with the next slide, which is the step 9, which is to recommend specific strategy and long-term objective. There are three things, which is sales strategy, pricing strategy, distribution strategy. First is sales strategy. First of all, Asus company must clear their inventory and selling their old product to prepare new shipment. They must finish selling their product within the time given by the company. Thus, Asus company must operate a big sale promotion to 7% until 10% to increase the company sales volume. And the next is the pricing strategy. Asus was focused more on pricing strategy to compete with other brands. Even though Asus was already keep a little low price than its competitor, it was not a major factor for the electronic product price differentiation. Not to mention, the average price is high, so every user demand for a better quality product. For Asus new product, they mainly use a penetration estimation as during the launch to introduce the new feature advantage and its innovation which can control the pricing in its marketing mix strategy. And lastly, the distribution strategy. There are two ways for Asus distribution channel works. First, Asus will sell their own product to consume directly through Asus Store. This to restrict the number of sales Asus Store that are not necessarily to be at every location. Besides, it also not necessary for them to go to Asus Store for purchasing the product. This would be helpful to increase the margin by cutting down the income of intermediaries. Secondly, it also functions as third-party purchases for the item from Asus and then sell it to customer. Customer also does not depend on Asus while the number of product increases. Thus, it also reduces the margin as the third party always purchase the product at low cost in order to get its own profit. Now, I'm going to give to the next presenter.
Okay, we move to step number 10. Specify how your recommendations can be implemented and what result can you expect. Okay, for sales strategy. In order to implement the sales strategy, Asus launched 2020 sustainability goals. Okay, it's provide valuable contributions, humanity in line with their philosophy and also complement the ongoing sales strategy. And it also pushes the entire value chain to exercise corporate social responsibility beginning in the product life cycle. And Asus focus on creating its product based on extending the product life cycle from cradle to grave to cradle by providing another new life for the product. For pricing strategy, Asus still aims to keep the market the same as its rival in terms of price strategy. Often the expense is smaller than that of its rival. And Asus also use premium pricing methods in the event of introducing a new product. And lastly, in a distribution strategy, Asus directly sells its goods to its customer. And second to be their resellers, it utilizes third party. They purchase the goods and market them to the end customer at lower cost. And retailers directly purchase from retail stores where all the available components and peripherals are located. Next, we go to step number 11, which is recommend specific annual objective and policies. For recommend specific annual objective, first, Asus should target their market share to increase to 9% because in the third quarter of 2020, Asus had a market share of 6.7% of global PC unit shipments. Asus is a second-tier PC vendor with Apple and Acer, which each with a market share of 6 to 8% over the last few years. The market share of a company is an indicator of how well it is doing in relation to its competitors. Next, Asus should increase up their total revenue because last year total revenue still not updated. However, it could definitely decrease more than years before because on 2020 was the worst year for economy. Many people become jobless during the quarantine and sales revenue might decrease. And lastly, expand their product width. Width or breadth of the product mix means the total number of product lines that the company is offering to sell. For example, Asus can manufacture things like gaming console, television, and other. This is working on two levels. And selling more products will obviously increase Asus revenue. Okay, we move to the policy. Policy is the means by which annual objectives will be achieved. First, they need to make sure that they give more rewards for staffs that reach high performance at work and do not absence any workday. This is to make sure that they feel for all the work they done, and because of that, they are rewarded. Furthermore, this positive energy will surely influence the other workers to become more productive than ever. Next is to give more special training to the head of the department in order to increase their skills and qualification and update some new technologies. But a new technologies, they are the one who need to master it first, because if they do not understand how it works, and how are they supposed to teach their employees? And lastly, to make more unscheduled inspections so that they are not slacking off. This is important to make sure that nobody are just wandering around and waste their time in the workplace. Lastly, we go to step number 12, which is procedure for strategic review and evaluation. First recommend procedure is all the required factors from internal to external to define potential threats that can be analyzed, observe, and analyze the problem of the plans or strategies that can occur. The focus of internal analysis is on analyzing all facts of the company itself, and the external research deals less with the company itself and more with the market climate, including its rival. And for example, internal analysis will help you to recognize both positive and negative aspects of your organization without taking the performance of external organizations into account. Next recommendation is the plans or method may be updated, changed, and modified to avoid or mitigate the effects of risks and problems in the Asus Corporation. Some threats can be easily minimized or decreased once established. However, most risks, especially high impact and low probability risks, are much harder to mitigate. And the long-term efforts of project directors in the project must be risk reduction and management by Asus Corporation. Last but not least is the implementation starts to execute and implement the plans or procedures to ensure the outcome after being updated under supervision. That's all.
This is the recommendation for Asus to improve. First of all, Asus will do more for the fan festival, requiring a special deal for their cell phones and components. For the fans festival, there are also several other elements that can be found. Making the difference between the business and consumer smaller in this day can be a good idea. On this day, there should be events. The staff and clients should sit together for more contact than just chatting online. The endorsers should also do some fan activities. Secondly, instead of establishing their products, Asus should put out more information about their customer experience. Customers always want to search for others with a similar experience. New stories always draw more users, and sharing their stories with others will relax the user atmosphere. Thirdly, increase capacity demand so that inventory is adequate. In the main town of India, open direct sales store or agent store, or the one hand, rural people can easily and quickly buy smartphones, not panic buying through internet. On the other hand, if the smartphone broke, it is good for improving the after sales service. And number 4, to enhance the after-sales service, set up appropriate online communities and forums, direct telephone hotlines, ensure consumers advising and solving the popular access phone problem. Second, setting up more direct sales service points and access home in large and medium cities will help ensure the access phone is maintained in a timely manner. A company with local retail outlets in small cities to serve rural consumers and fix the phone. And last one is training for repair shop employees. In order to providing outstanding service, Asus must continue to enhance the understanding of the service of employees and carry out a complete range of training for repair shop employees to improve their quality of service. Service centers should compete with each other and set up a range of main performance metrics to ensure service quality. Thank you very much. That is all from us.